The way you attach to people wasn't chosen consciously. It was learned quietly, repeatedly, over time. Not through what people said, but through what happened when you needed closeness. Attachment styles aren't personalities. They're strategies, ways your nervous system learned to stay connected without getting hurt too much. There are 4 main patterns. You might recognize one. You might recognize parts of several. That's normal. Attachment isn't about how much you love. It's about how safe connection feels over time. What you expect from closeness. What you assume will happen if you need someone. Each attachment style answers one question. What do I do to stay connected? Let's start with the one that feels the least dramatic. 1. Secure attachment. Secure attachment isn't perfect confidence. It's flexibility. People with secure attachment generally learn this early. Closeness is safe. Distance doesn't mean abandonment. Conflict doesn't mean rejection. So when they feel connected, they don't panic. And when they feel distance, they don't spiral. They can want closeness without clinging to it, and independence without disappearing into it. At their core, they don't confuse intensity with intimacy. They don't need love to feel urgent to feel real. Security isn't loud. That's why it often gets overlooked. 2. Anxious attachment. Anxious attachment is built on one experience. Connection felt inconsistent. Sometimes closeness was there. Sometimes it wasn't. So attention became something to monitor. People with anxious attachment don't want too much love. They want reliable love. But because reliability wasn't guaranteed, their system learned to stay alert. They noticed tone changes, delays, subtle shifts. Not because they're dramatic, but because closeness once required vigilance. Love feels urgent to them. Distance feels personal. And reassurance feels calming, but temporary. At their core, they aren't afraid of intimacy. They're afraid of losing it. 3. Avoidant attachment. Avoidant attachment forms when closeness felt overwhelming, intrusive, or unsafe. When needs were met inconsistently or discouraged altogether. So independence became protection. People with avoidant attachment often learned early. Needing too much causes problems. Depending on others costs something. So they become self-reliant, controlled, contained. They value freedom, space, autonomy. But when relationships deepen, something shifts. Not because they don't care, but because closeness threatens their sense of control. At their core, avoidant attachment isn't about avoiding love. It's about avoiding vulnerability that once felt costly. 4. Disorganized attachment. This is the most misunderstood style. Disorganized attachment forms when closeness was both desired and frightening. The same people who provided care were also unpredictable, overwhelming, or unsafe. So the nervous system learned 2 conflicting truths. I need connection. Connection is dangerous. People with this pattern often experience push-pull dynamics. They crave closeness, then withdraw suddenly. They open up, then shut down. Not as manipulation, as confusion. At their core, they aren't afraid of love. They're afraid of what love activates. Safety and threat live too close together. Most relationship tension isn't about incompatibility. It's about mismatched protection strategies. Anxious seeks closeness, gives avoidance seeks space. Disorganized seeks both gives, then neither. Secure often feels confused by the intensity. Each person thinks they're reacting to the other, but they're responding to old expectations, not present reality. Attachment styles aren't flaws. They're memories the body learned to repeat. They made sense once. They protected you. The problem isn't having a style. It's when the strategy outlives the situation that taught it. Awareness doesn't change attachment overnight, but it does change who's driving the relationship. And that's where things start to shift.